What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to another episode. We went live last week or the weekend before that, and then I missed a week. Kind of had to get a bunch of stuff together. Needed to, decompress, take a week to myself. I got a lot of stuff going, a lot of puzzle pieces in line, like I like to say. We're gonna get into that. Got some cool stuff. Got to talk about old stuff, and let's get into it. What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Honda Recap. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 6 p.m. East Coast time. Well, East Coast time, West Coast time, 6 p.m. West Coast time. I think it's like 7 or 8 o'clock East Coast time when this airs. But make sure you hit that bell so you're notified. Make sure you hit that bell to the all so you see all videos releasing on this channel. I got a couple people that told me they actually weren't able to because there's weird stuff with YouTube, and this channel, I said, wasn't really made for kids, so sometimes you can't. But then that person also said, like, hey, no, never mind, I can hit the bell now. So let me know if you're actually seeing the bell or not, and if you do see the bell, click it, because that would be great. And do me a favor, guys, head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a hoodie or t-shirt to support the channel. I really appreciate everybody who has already. You guys are the MVP. I redid the website, redid the shop, got a lot more videos going up now. So I think the old one was a little broken, and I wanted to kind of fix it, bring it up to a better standards, which I want, that I appreciate. So I put a little effort into it, kind of do that. So if you have time, definitely head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop or HondaVlogs.com. Check out the website. I'm still working on it. Basically a cool way to just go watch the videos and interact. Anyways, guys, with that said, I'm really excited. This is Black Friday. Well, it's after Black Friday. We're watching this Cyber Monday, so hopefully there's some more good deals going on. If you've been following me on Instagram, hopefully you are. If you're not, make sure you do that. Ding ding at HondaVlogs on Instagram. On my stories, I was actually showing you all the different shops that I was seeing on my feed that had Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. There's a lot of stuff out there. Very interesting stuff for sale. Well, obviously, Downstar had a big sale. Mayhem Metalworks, Checkered Sports. I believe Track Tough Rob was selling stuff on his post. Speed Factory, Tri-State. Who else am I missing? A bunch of people. I posted a lot of people on my Instagram stories for you guys to be able to go out there and collectively see who's selling stuff. I think there was a 10% off sale on Hasport, so that was actually, a good come up there. They don't really have too many sales, and you're going to pay what Hasport wants you to pay for their mounts for a reason. It's quality stuff. So for them to give you a 10% discount, that's pretty good. It's kind of crazy, though, because being in California, 10% is literally the tax, which is insane. The fact that's a whole other topic. Anyways, hope you guys picked up some cool stuff for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. How you all doing in the premiere right now? What's going on? How you all doing? Let me know in the comments later as part of this. What did you guys buy yourself for Black Friday? Were you able to? If you did, what'd you buy? For what car? What parts? Who did you support? Obviously, I'm really interested to know. I actually bought a good amount of stuff for the hatch. I've kind of figured out that I really want to hone in on getting the hatch to the drivability standard that I really want to be in. I'm not going to really go into that right now as to what I bought, but I bought some pretty cool stuff. Not all of it is go, some of it is show, and some of that I've kind of wanted, in the past, and I was like, you know what, if I'm going to do it, now's the time, right? You know what I mean? So another thing I purchased was for the channel. I wanted to keep pushing the boundary of the quality that we have here on the recap and for the channel in general. It's just kind of a cool tool that I've really wanted. I wanted to be able to record at a higher resolution, so I wanted to see how well we can blow this out, how well we can do the grading and things like that for the show. That's just more of a personal accomplishment, and I want to start creating a little bit different content. I really wanted to build and film more documentaries. I don't know, I got an itch to film a documentary. I've been really wanting to do that for a little bit now, and I've got some notes down, I got some ideas, so if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, that's awesome. Let me know if you are. Either way, it's probably coming. I kind of wanted to do some like behind the scenes stuff, documentary type photography or videography rather, and this is one of those tools that's going to be able to help me. So I'll go ahead and kind of show that maybe next week, or when it arrives, we can go over it in a completely different video. But like I said, guys, I'm just really excited. I spent some money, more money than I thought I wanted to spend, but luckily I've been saving and saving and saving for this to spend money on the hatch. I should have a video coming out fairly soon of putting the carpet back in the Del Sol. I need to kind of button that car up, get it driving, get it moving, so that way that's one less car I got to worry about. And then I want to really focus on the hatch, full front suspension, full actually coilovers, front suspension. Just, I want to get that car sorted. And obviously I build most of my cars like track inspired, but I do like to take the cars to the track. So I buy the same parts that I would buy for cars that would be going to the track, set it up that way. I just kind of like that feeling. I like driving it and feeling like, all right, this thing is good. I can trust it. It's driving. It's tracking down rails. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I want to jump into stuff we were talking about last week and go over a couple people that we discussed. And the topic for last week was, what do you guys do, or the weekend before, we did a live stream. I kind of enjoy doing the live stream. Sorry, a quick little side tangent here, but I kind of really enjoy doing the live streams because I get to sit down and have a longer format kind of conversation with you guys right now. Hopefully, in the chat saying what's good, what's going on. Hopefully, I just typed that, enter what's good. But in the live streams, it's kind of cool because it gives a lot of people the ability to actually hop in later if they miss it and catch the stream. Hang out in the chat, kind of like asking questions, a little Q&A, but also just allowing you guys to have a kind of a portal or a chat room to all discuss live with each other, which is kind of cool from my perspective because, you know, I am from the AIM generation, so DMing people was a lot more than DMing on a phone. It was like getting online and hearing that like, and you just being like, yo, what's up? Hella people on AIM right now. Let's talk. So I kind of like chatting. It's just kind of my deal, you know what I mean? So that's why I like doing the live streams. I mean, I possibly may be doing more of those. Maybe I'll do a midweek one. That'd be cool. Anyways, guys, back to the topic, which was, what do you guys do to deal with the winter months that are approaching for a lot of us right now? So right off the bat, we got Yoast built. Winter is time to build. The summer is when you race. I agree with that. All right, next up we got Fat Sleepy Panda. I'm up in Oregon, getting ready for it to start dumping snow. Just got some new studded snow tires, and I plan on utilizing my adjustable coilovers to lift my hatch a bit to keep it from ripping my bumpers off. Should be fine, but I do plan on getting an all-wheel drive first-gen CRV for next winter to handle it better. That's sick. That's sick. All-wheel drive gang is going strong. CRVs are legit. Solid B20s. Can't go wrong with those. Can't literally go wrong with those. All right. Deaf Guy EG9, what's up to you, man? My Fiero is in the garage, and the snake started last month. Probably the snow, my bad. The snow started last month. I live in North Idaho. As you know, I came from California, and how I deal with the snow or winter. I used a propane heater in my garage, and I work on most of the time. And I also have an all-wheel drive CRV. See a pattern here. Take it for a fun drive in the snow. I used to love summer, but since I moved here, I'm loving winter more than summer, and this is my third winter. Props to you, man. Winter loving is difficult. Being California grown, obviously like you, snow, it's definitely difficult. But you're going to figure it out, man. All right. AJ Imports. The CB7 Accord is put on jack stands and covered for the winter. Too cold to work on anything in New York City. That's not an emergency, but I do plan on building a welding station in the garage to teach myself how to weld. If I can do that, it will help me a lot with the fab work when spring comes. That's another good thing too. A lot of you people can't do much outside because it's too cold. So learning to weld, learning to trade, learning stuff that you can do in the garage and then take that out to summer is probably a solid idea. We got Barbas Life. Oh, good old winter, and the secret is long johns, sweats, and a pair of jeans or dickies if you got them, followed by a wife beater, 2 t-shirts, and a hoodie. Gloves, but I always lose them, and a beanie. Heater would be nice, but some of us don't have one, so take breaks every now and then. Yeah, man, you got to bundle up. Layers are key. Layers are key. I mean, right now I'm only in like a hoodie and a t-shirt, but man, I'm about to break out that beanie. I got the jeans on. It's not even cold here, but I'm freezing. You know what I'm saying? All right, and last we got Lap of the World. Book track days further south. Seriously though, East Tennessee is far enough north it sometimes snows, but far enough south that it's rare in great amounts. So I try to plan any anticipated maintenance when less is going on. If the NSX doesn't need anything, then as long as it's not blizzard between me and some track in Florida, Texas, LA, etc., with a year-round season, then I'm at least looking for some travel. Pre-COVID and expecting obvious holidays. Anyways, yes, NSX though, what's up with that, bro? But I agree with you. I agree with you. I love the fact that all of you still want a winter vehicle and all of you are still driving your vehicles, whether it's snow tires or lifting your car a little bit. You're out there, you're enjoying it, you're using your vehicle, you know, and I got to respect that. I got to respect that. You being out there, just driving your cars, utilizing them to the best as you can do. Why? Because you love driving your car. I like that. Guys, for next week, I want to talk about something and maybe throw this idea. Well, we all know a couple things right now, right? That Honda got rid of the coupe. Weird, right? But Honda kind of discontinued the coupe for a little bit. It's probably coming back. It is coming back, right? The sedan is kind of taking over. We got a release of the new sedan, the 2022-2021 sedan. I'm really interested in what you guys think of the new Honda Civic. What do you guys think of this car? What do you think the power plant's going to be? What if we got like an all-wheel drive turbo Civic, new, brand new? Wouldn't that be sick? Yeah. Mark, Honda Street Garage, actually hit me up and he said, hey man, what are your thoughts on Honda dropping the coupe so Acura can bring the Integra back? It's been a while. It's been a while now. We've got the RSX, you know, Honda Integra, sure. And then that's it. That's where it went. The ITR is coming back in resurgence. DC5s are really hard to come by in good quality. And we don't really have another two-door coupe that's like sporty and like ready to rip, you know what I mean? So I started thinking, what if Acura was trying to delay the coupe so that we can get another sedan, obviously, and then the coupe may come back, but maybe the coupe doesn't come back under Honda. Maybe they do want to bring back the Acura Integra. How sick would that be? Now, here's the thing though. I think the Acura Integra would come back big body. It's going to rival the ILX, the TLX, you know what I mean? It's going to be bigger. The DC5 was already bigger than the DC2. Still fun, but you know, the front suspension wasn't quite what we were used to with the DB2 and the DC2 and all that kind of stuff, right? The FA5 brought in a different kind of suspension base, but what if the Acura Integra was coming out in, let's say, 2024, 2022, 2026? Now, 2026 is probably pretty further out there, right? But 2024 isn't that far away at this point, another 4 years. So maybe in another 2 years, we start to get that iteration. What would you like to see? I would really love to see an Acura Integra. Obviously, that franchise would definitely love to need to come back. Definitely love to need to come back. I would definitely love for it to be needed back. That's even another way to say it, right? I'd still love for it to be front-wheel drive, obviously. I think that would be a good compromise between big body. I'd love to see a version of the K-Series, but maybe not the K-Series. I'd love to see what else they want to offer us. If it could be turbo, I like the Earth Dreams platform. I think with a little turbski, we can get a lot of power, front-wheel drive, and big body. Now, like I said, wouldn't it be cool if the Civic came all-wheel drive? Now, I think the Civic needs the all-wheel drive because the 10th gen Civic kind of got a little lackluster, you know? Obviously, they got Earth Dreams. They got the little turbo setup. In earlier years, like the 2016, you didn't really get a turbo with the EX. You had to go to the EXL to get the little turbo. Now we got a turbo in the FK7s, obviously the FK8, obviously. So we've kind of proved that out. What we don't have is we kind of heard the FK8. Oh man, what if the FK8 came out all-wheel drive? Now, the next one came out, it's not all-wheel drive. It does have a bit more power. It's got more cooling. It's got more cooling for the brakes, and they're bigger. I think they're two-piece from factory, but don't quote me on that. But that is something that is very interesting. The FK8 didn't come all-wheel drive. Now, HondaPro Jason obviously got the, what is the Orbis setup? I think it's Orbis setup, so he's kind of all-wheel drive. They have a setup to make the rear electric, you know, and so now he's got four-wheel drive essentially, but it's not true four-wheel drive like from the factory. So I think that's definitely something we're missing. There's an all-wheel drive craze right now using the wagon, the FJ, the viscous coupler situation, you know, from CRXs, Civics, hatchbacks. That is in existence, and then that is coming back. Obviously, I don't think because it coming back from the enthusiast standpoint, Honda is going to be like, sure, let's give you a Civic with all-wheel drive. Although technology, as far as generations for Honda, I think they're ready to give us that. You know what I mean? And we'd love to be able to prove that out in the Civic, because the Civic kind of needs a little something, you know? We have the SI, that's awesome. We have the Sport Hatch, that is also awesome. But the 10th gen Civic, like the EX world, it needs a little love. The Sport kind of took it all. I think the FK7 is literally going to be, like I said in the past, going to be the budget FK8 rival. When we can pass 300, 350, hopefully the transmission can hold it, but that's going to be a rival at like 25, 26K versus 40K for the FK8. Now, if you're out there with the FK8, I've said this many times in the past, big ballin', loving life, that's awesome. FK7, I think, is a great option. I think it's going to be one for the future, and it's going to be one that's really going to be pushing it well into the next 10 years as far as modification, suspension-wise, engine-wise, and just power and tuning. That is the platform, FK7. Now, in the future, what do you guys think of the new Civic that came out? It looks really cool. It's very sleek. I'm not sure what they're doing with the front. I'm not sure what they're doing with the rear, but again, aftermarket support is definitely going to help. I always try to look at the cars that Honda is giving us and just cars in general and start to think to myself, all right, if you put those on wheels, any kind that you like, lower it. Now that is what we're going to get, right? You know, airbrush a lip on there in Photoshop, be like, all right, cool. Now we know kind of what this is going to look like. All right. Honda hasn't really ever disappointed. The inside kind of looks minimalist, so that's kind of cool. It's very interesting. I saw a video of how they're trying to do that. It's very ergonomic, but the inside is starting to look a little bit Tesla-ish, where they just want you to be able to like commute in the car, which is cool, but also like, is it though? With that said, I digress. Power-wise, what would you want in the new Civic? Because this is going to be something that we're going to have for the next 4 to 8 years as far as iterations for the like 11th gen, right? I would love to see medium power, all-wheel drive. I think that would be really cool because if we can work out a way to make all-wheel drive be in the 11th gen Civics on a commuter basis, it becomes, you know, we can now play around with the Subaru world. You know, we got all-wheel drive too, we got dependability, and we got power. Cool. We're filling gaps. Now, in the future, like I said, we come back. What if Acura brings back the Integra? Now, we got big power, front-wheel drive, keep that sport at heart, and now we have a new coupe with power, like the TSX, TLX, ILX, that era. It's going to be big body, where there's no way, this is how it is now. This is how it is now. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be like 3,400 pounds, but hopefully 280, 300 horsepower. It's an Acura. It's going to be a little bit more lush, because that's what they're for. And you know what? I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with, you know, a little big body, keep it in the 3,000 pound range, give us a 300 horsepower. That's a good, you know, equilibrium. Keep it front wheel drive because that's just, you know, Honda. That's what we need. That's what we expect. That's what we want. And then we'll have that luxury cush. You know what I mean? We got DC5 Type S's with leather interior. It's very cush. The suspension was made to be cush. It could also be sporty, but it was kind of cushy. You know what I mean? So that's my question for this week is, one, did you buy anything? Did you buy anything for your guys' self, for your cars, or something for Black Friday, Cyber Monday? It doesn't have to be car related. Could be PC parts. Could be PC parts. Newegg sold out of like literally every AMD CPU they had. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So what did you buy yourself? And two, do you think Honda delayed the Honda Civic so that we could have an Acura Integra? And if they did, would you be happy about that? And what would you want in both vehicles? What do you want in the ideal 11th gen Civic? What do you think would be legit? Be reasonable. But what do you think would be legit? And if Acura did bring the Integra back, well, the Acura brand, Honda, obviously, let's not play around. But if Honda brought back the Integra, what would you want out of it? Conservatively, and also, like, what would be legit? You know, like, I would love the Integra to rival the FK8. That would be kind of dope, too, right? But, like I said, guys, two-parter. Hanging out with you guys. I really enjoy it. I'll be doing live streams through the week. I think that's something that we can all enjoy and get in on. But with that said, that's it for me. Short week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 6 p.m. West Coast time when we're going live. Head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a hoodie, a shirt, or something to keep yourself warm this winter. It's getting cold out there. Thank you for always being in the comments, guys. I love it. I love reading these, and I love you guys when you hit me up on Instagram. We have conversations, send me pictures of your cars and stuff like that. It's really cool. I love this community, and hopefully I'm going to be pushing myself to get the hatch where I want it to be, the Del Sol done, and pushing the quality of these recaps and of my videos because that's something that's very important to me, and I thank all of you guys for helping me be able to get there. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.